In the search for sustainable and profitable agricultural ventures, both goat farming and fish farming have emerged as popular choices. Each type of farming has its unique advantages and challenges, and choosing the right one depends on a variety of factors. This video will provide an in-depth comparison of goat farming and fish farming, focusing on key aspects such as water, land, feed requirements, management practices, environmental impact, and economic viability. Water requirements. For goat farming typically requires a moderate amount of water. Goats need water primarily for drinking, and their water consumption can vary depending on the climate, their diet, and their physiological state, e.g., lactating goats need more water. On average, a goat consumes about 4 to 6 liters of water per day. Additionally, water is used for cleaning the animals and maintaining hygiene in their living areas. For fish farming, on the other hand, is highly water dependent. The type of fish being farmed and the farming system used, e.g., pond culture, recirculating aquaculture systems, determine the water requirements. In pond culture, large volumes of water are needed to fill the ponds and maintain water quality. Recirculating systems use less water but require continuous filtration and water treatment to keep the environment suitable for fish. Water consumption in fish farming can range from thousands to millions of liters, depending on the scale of the operation. Land requirements. For goat farming requires land for grazing and housing. The amount of land needed depends on the farming system, intensive, semi-intensive, or extensive. In extensive systems, goats graze freely on large tracts of land, which can help reduce feed costs but requires more acreage. Intensive systems, where goats are housed in confined areas and fed a controlled diet, need less land but require more investment in infrastructure. For fish farming requires land for constructing ponds, tanks, or raceways. The land requirements depend on the type and scale of the farming operation. Pond culture typically needs more land, as large ponds are required to raise the fish. Recirculating systems can be more compact and require less land, making them suitable for urban or peri-urban areas. However, these systems require significant investment in equipment and technology. Feed requirements. For goat farming, goats are ruminants, meaning they can digest fibrous plant material such as grass, hay, and silage. Their diet can be supplemented with concentrates, grains, and minerals to ensure balanced nutrition. The cost of feed can be a significant factor in goat farming, especially in intensive systems where natural grazing is limited. Goats can also benefit from the use of agricultural byproducts, reducing feed costs and promoting sustainability. For fish farming, fish feed is one of the largest expenses in fish farming. The type of feed varies depending on the species of fish being farmed. Carnivorous fish like salmon require high-protein diets, often made from fish meal and fish oil, which can be expensive and raise sustainability concerns. Herbivorous and omnivorous fish like tilapia can be fed plant-based diets, which are generally more sustainable and cost-effective. Advances in aquaculture nutrition are focusing on developing alternative feeds using insect meal, algae, and other sustainable sources. Management practices. For goat farming, effective management in goat farming involves ensuring proper nutrition, health care, breeding, and housing. Goats are susceptible to various diseases and parasites, so regular veterinary care and preventive measures are essential. Proper breeding practices can improve the genetic quality of the herd and enhance productivity. Housing should provide protection from extreme weather conditions and predators. For fish farming requires careful management of water quality, feeding practices, and disease control. Water parameters such as temperature, pH, oxygen levels, and ammonia concentration must be regularly monitored and adjusted to ensure optimal conditions for fish growth. Overfeeding or underfeeding can affect fish health and water quality, so precise feeding practices are crucial. Disease outbreaks can be devastating in fish farming, so biosecurity measures and prompt treatment are essential. Environmental impact. For goat farming can have both positive and negative environmental impacts. On the positive side, goats can help control invasive plant species and improve soil health through their grazing habits. However, overgrazing by goats can lead to land degradation, soil erosion, and loss of biodiversity. Sustainable grazing practices and rotational grazing systems can mitigate these negative impacts. For fish farming can also have significant environmental impacts. Open net pen systems in marine environments can lead to pollution from fish waste and uneaten feed, as well as the spread of diseases and parasites to wild fish populations. Escaped farmed fish can also pose a threat to local ecosystems. Land-based recirculating systems and integrated multi-trophic aquaculture (IMTA) are emerging as more sustainable alternatives, as they minimize environmental impact and promote ecosystem balance. Economic viability. For goat farming can be a profitable venture, especially if there is a strong market demand for goat products such as meat, milk, and fiber. Goats are relatively low-maintenance animals and can thrive in diverse environments. The initial investment in goat farming can vary depending on the scale of the operation and the farming system used. Diversifying income sources, e.g., selling manure as fertilizer, can enhance profitability. For fish farming can also be highly profitable, particularly for high-value species such as salmon, shrimp, and tilapia. The economic viability of fish farming depends on factors such as feed costs, market prices, and the efficiency of the farming system. Recirculating systems can offer higher profitability due to their ability to produce fish year-round and reduce water usage, but they require significant capital investment and technical expertise. Conclusion. Both goat farming and fish farming offer opportunities for sustainable and profitable agricultural ventures. Each has its unique advantages and challenges, and the choice between the two depends on factors such as resource availability, market demand, and personal preferences. By understanding the water, land, feed requirements, and other critical aspects of these farming systems, farmers can make informed decisions that promote sustainability and economic success.